Good morning, children. Today I am going to start once again the political science, chapter number 4. So here I am starting page number 46, religion, communalism and politics. What is it? Let us now turn to a very different kind of social division, the division based on religious differences. Now every social division is there. This division is not an universal as a gender, but religious diversity is fairly widespread in the world today. Many countries including India have their population followers of the different religions. As we notice in India, there are many groups, there are many social groups, and all are dividing into different religions. So here we are following different religions. Many countries including India have in their population followers of different religions. As we notice in the case of Northern Ireland, even when most of the people belong to the same religion, there can be a serious differences about the way people practice that religion. Now in Netherlands, you have read there is a different religion and they practice in different religion. Unlike gender differences, the religious differences are often expressed in the fields of politics. Now religion can be taken into a politics also. Consider the following. Now there are some few points regarding religion, communalism and politics. Gandhiji used to say that religion can never be separated from the politics. Underline this point. Here Gandhiji had said that religion cannot be separated from the politics. What he meant by religion was not any particular religion like Hinduism or Islam. He said that there is no particular religion like Hindus and Islam, but moral values that inform all the religions. He believed that politics must be guided by ethics drawn from the religion. Now second point is given here. Human rights groups in our country have argued that most of the victims of the communal rights in our country are people from religious minorities. They have demanded that the government take special steps to protect the religious. Government had taken a lot of steps to protect our religious minorities, those who are in very small groups. Women's movement has urged that family laws of all the religions discriminate against women. So they have demanded that government should change these laws to make them more equitable. All these instances involve a relationship between religion and politics, but they do not seem very wrong or dangerous. Ideals and values drawn from the different religions can and perhaps should play a role in politics. People should be able to express in politics their needs, interests and demands. Underline this point. People should be able to express in politics their needs, interests and demands as a member of a religious community. Those who hold political power should sometimes be able to regulate the practice of a religion so as to prevent discrimination and oppression. These political acts are not wrong as long as they treat every religion equality. So here is given about the religion, how religion is also entering into the politics. Communalism. Now communalism is what? The problem, first of all, you should know the communalism, the rights, the conflicts between the different religions. The problem begins when religion is seen on the basis of a nation. The example on a Northern Ireland in chapter 3 shows that the dangers of such an approach to nationalism. The problem becomes more acute when religion is expressed in politics in exclusive and partisan terms, when one religion and its followers are pitted against another. This happens when beliefs of one religion are presented as superior to those of other religions, when the majority of the religion are sometimes they are dominating over minority religion, when the demands of one religious group are formed in opposition to another, and when state power is used to establish a domination of one religious group over the rest. This manner of using religion in politics is communal politics. Now communal politics is based on, underline this sentence, communal politics is based on the idea that religion is principal basis of social community. Communalism involves thinking along the following lines. The followers of the particular religion must belong to one community. Their fundamental interests are the same. Any difference that they may have is irrelevant or trivial of the community life. It is follows that people who follow a different religions cannot belong to the same social community. Here it is written, it also follows that people who follow the different religions cannot belong to the same social community. If a person, if a community, if the social people are following the different religions, they cannot be in the same community. If the followers of the different religion have some communities, these are superficial and impartial. Their interests are bound to be different and involve a conflict. In its extreme form of communalism leads to the belief that people belonging to different religions cannot live in equal citizen within one nation. So suppose there are a group and they follow the different religions. They cannot be live in a same nation. So either one of them has to dominate the rest or they have to form a different nation. So here it is given upon majority upon minority. This belief is fundamentally flawed. People of one religion do not have the same interest and aspiration in every context. Everyone has several other roles, position and identities. There are many voices inside every community. Every community is having a different saying words. All these voices have a right to be heard. Now therefore, any attempt to bring all the followers of one religion together in contest other than religion is bound to suppress many voices within that community. Now communalism can be taken into various forms in politics. Communalism can be taken into different politics. The most common expression of the communalism is in everyday's beliefs. This routinely involves religious prejudices, stereotypes of religious communities, and belief in the superiority of one religion over other religion. This is so common that we follow that we often fail to notice it even when we believe in it. The next point is a communal mind often leads to a quest of political dominance of one's own religion's community. For those belonging to the majority community, this takes the form of majoritarian dominance. For those belonging, now this line you have to underline, for those belonging to the minority community, it can take the form of a desire to form a separate political unity. The next point is political mobilization on religious lines is another frequent form of communalism. Now this involves the use of sacred symbols, religious leaders, emotional appeal and plain fear in order to bring the followers of one religion together in the political arena. Now there are, in some of the political field, you will see the different people are there and they are following the different religion, and they wanted to make more power in the political field. In electoral politics, this often involves special appeal to the interest or emotion of the voters of one religion in preference to others. Sometimes communalism takes its most ugly form of communal violence. Sometimes when this politics type of, in different politics, when the religious enter, so then what happened? The violence took place, riots took place and massacre. So India and Pakistan suffered some of the worst communal. So this is one of the example. Communalism was there when there was India, and Pakistan suffered from the worst communal riots at the time of the partition. There was a partition between India and Pakistan, and that time there was a communalism. There was a riots and there was a lot of communal violence. So here it's given, India and Pakistan suffered some of the worst communal riots at the time of partition. The post-independence period has also seen large-scale communal violence. So that time there was a lot of violence when there was a partition between India and Pakistan, the Hindu and the Muslim. Secular state. Now our country is a secular state. Secular means where we are following the different religions, many different religions in one country. So that is known as secular state. Communalism was and continues to be one of the major challenges to democracy in our country. The makers of our constitution were aware of this challenge. That is why they choose the model of a secular state. This choice was reflected in several constitutional provisions that is studied last year. So here it is given the last year whatever you have read that about the secular state. India is a secular state. Here secular means we are following the different religions. There is no official religion. There is no particular official religion for Indian state, unlike the status of the Buddhism in Sri Lanka, that the Islam in Pakistan, and that the Christianity in England. Our constitution does not give a special status to any religion. But in our country, we are not having a particular religion, or different types of people follow different types of religion. So there is no particular religion, any religion is followed here, because our country is a secular state. Now here is given the constitution provides to all individuals and communities freedom to profess, practice and propagate any religion, or not to follow any. Then constitution had given us a right to follow different religion. There is no foundation in any religion. The constitution prohibits discrimination on grounds of religion. Constitution already had given the permission to follow the different religion. At the same time, the constitution allows the state to intervene in the matters of the religion in order to ensure equality within the religious communities. For example, it bans untouchability. Now in our country, constitution had tried to ban this untouchability. This is one of the example. Understood in this sense, secularism is not just an ideology of some parties or persons. This idea constitutes one of the foundation of our country. Communalism should not be, underline this sentence, this is very important. Communalism should not be seen as to create to some people in India. Communalism is not just to make a threat to the people in India. It threatens the very idea of India. That is why communalism needs to be combated. It had to ban all this. A secular constitution like ours is necessary, but not sufficient to combat communalism. Communal prejudices and propaganda needs to be countered in everyday life, and religion-based mobilization needs to be countered in the area of politics. So here it is given. The next day I will start the next topic.